In 1908, Sri Gajanan Maharaj suggested that Mauli Mandir be located in Shegao, a place that would become a beacon of faith, a sanctuary of devotion, and a reminder that Maharaj's presence is eternal. Fast forward to 2022, with the blessings of Sri Gajanan Maharaj and the unwavering devotion of the people of South Florida, we find ourselves at this moment, a moment of grace, a moment of fulfillment, a creation of Guru Mauli Mandir in Lake Worth, Florida. Maharaj, in his divine wisdom, has plans for each of us. Our paths are written by karma, shaped by our actions, yet guided by the invisible hand of the divine. But how do we, in today's world, truly understand the workings of karma? How do we cultivate bhakti and surrender in the age filled with distractions? With technology at our fingertips, constant notifications, and endless information, how does one disconnect from the noise of the world and reconnect with Maharaj? How do we silence the mind and open the heart? These questions inspired us to look beyond rituals and seek the essence of devotion. What makes a devotee a devotee? Is it unwavering faith, selfless service, surrender to the divine, or is it something deeper, an inner calling that transcends reason and logic? To explore these profound questions, let's talk to Maya Tai.
Okay. So thank you so much for meeting me today. Let's start with our first question because a lot of the times Sant Loka, like Maharaj, they could see the future and they knew what was best for their devotees. I think in hard times, it's hard for just people like us to understand where things are going to go from here, especially people going through tough times. So how can we learn to surrender and really trust the guidance, trust the process, trust the journey? How should one start? Where should one start?
That the best spiritual practice in Kali Yuga is chanting God's name. Nothing is possible. You can close your eyes, but your mind will be going everywhere because it's very difficult to concentrate mind on meditation or on your breath nowadays. I mean, I'm talking for majority of the people. Right. And then they get frustrated and they give up. By chanting God's name, our mind, our intellect, and our subconscious mind starts getting purified. It starts becoming sattvic. The black covering on them or the impurities on them is like washing, bathing, physically how you make your body clean, like that faults. So if youth wants to do seva, anyone wants to do seva, your personal spiritual practice has to begin. That means chanting has to begin. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, mind will always remember, the enemy to prevent you from chanting is not someone calling you or someone disturbing you, it's your own mind. And it's your own, they are like, how do you call them? They are buddies. Subconscious mind, intellect, and your aham, ego, are buddies. They are like, they are so tight. So mind will say, I don't want to do chanting. Then intellect will come with the logical this thing, that today you got headache. It's not, you won't be. Then subconscious mind will bring up the memory. Oh, last time you went, remember you tried to chant and you had a headache, so you couldn't do it. So the memory will come, that time that happened. And aham, I don't want to do it. Who is she? If Sonali says, Uncle chant, you said you're good. If mom is saying east, I must go west. I mean, I'm saying in general.
So it's normal to meet like friction when you're just starting things like this because there's so much you have to unlearn
Yes.
to learn again.
Yes.
Right.
And friction will be within.
Right. Right.
And these four are your enemies. So you will be fired. So basically, by just that struggle, will Gajanan Maharaj give you energy. Any guru does not expect results from his devotee. All they expect is efforts.
Seva, a word we often hear, but what does it truly mean? At its core, seva is selfless service, an act of giving without expecting anything in return. It is an expression of devotion, humility, and love, a way to honor the divine through our actions. But what makes service truly selfless?
Today's fast-paced digital world, how can we make time for selfless service?
So selfless service, I would say it as a volunteering. So when I was in my training period, volunteering was a big chunk of it. And there they asked us to pay more attention on what you are doing instead of comparing it to others around. Like, what is he doing? He didn't do that. Why should I do that? Instead of that, you just focus on whatever task is given to you, and you do it with full energy and full dedication and attention.
So, how do you balance that between your spirituality and then living in these times? You know, where you're a mother, you're a working professional. How do you balance those things?
So first and foremost is most of the people, even I before I could get to this point, was preoccupied with all the things.
Yeah.
It's already so much clutter in your head that whatever comes you feel it's so much, it's so much, it's so much. Time management you need to learn. But it won't come unless you have clarity of thoughts. Yoga has helped me a lot in that. When you practice yogas every day.
Another form of seva on the path of bhakti lies within our rituals and traditions. Many of us have grown up immersed in the sounds of ringing bells, the fragrance of agarbatti, the gentle glow of the diya, and the divine energy of pooja that surrounds us. These sacred moments have a way of consuming us, drawing us into devotion. But in today's fast-paced world, it can be challenging to maintain that same dedication, energy, and presence in our spiritual practices. So how do we adapt these ancient rituals and carry them forward in a way that resonates with modern life?
Are there any specific traditions that you feel are especially important for just everybody in society, like maybe even young people like us, to preserve, and why you think so?
So first and foremost, I will say that start coming to the temple, because when you come to the temple, you get energized. So temple is not just coming for prayers. You know, your temple you coming to get energized. You get in a spiritual upliftment when you come to the temple. So first start doing the temple, and then if you cannot do at the temple, do a namasmaran at home. The namajapa and namasmaran at home is a great thing to do.
And then my next question, what is the most important lesson that rituals teach us about seva and tradition? Because I think maybe sometimes we get into this habit of feeling like puja and traditions, we might not relate to them in these days, and if you don't really come to the temple, you don't know how important they are.
Right. So great question. You know what happens is, Gajanan Maharaj always used to say, Gana Gana Ganata Bhoti, right? Gana Gana Ganata Bhoti means you as your body, your soul should recognize the God within everybody else and within you also. So you also have God with you, right? So when you do seva, when you do puja, when you do bhakti bhav, so you are getting closer to the God, right? Without your thinking, you and God, the chaitanyas, the both chaitanyas are coming together. That's what you want. So when you do nam jap, you can do, if you cannot go to the temple, you can do it at your home. You can also do a seva. When you do a seva, right? When you do something for somebody else, God is pleased. When you do something for your mom and dad, God is pleased. When you do for somebody without even Krishna said, Karmanyava adhikarasti ma phaleshu kadachana, without even thinking of the prize. Like, we always have expectations. Okay, if I do something for you, then you should do something for me. So without even expectations, you should do it. And then you should say Krishnarpanastu. That means you do it and then you just leave it to the God. And God will always give you. There is a big karma siddhanta, is a karma. You heard of karma. Karma is like whatever you give, you get back. As you can, give more, you will get more. So simple as that.
All right.
I like to come to the temple because I like the energy and it feels very peaceful and spiritual.
Practice your bhakti and seva in today's time.
सो भक्तीसाठी मी तरी श्री गुरुदेवाच्या दत्त चॅन्टिंग करतो कधी घरी आणि मी युजली सद्गुरूंचे योगिक प्रॅक्टिसेस असतात ना ते करतो. सो ईशा क्रिया किंवा शांभवी महामुद्रा क्रिया असते ना त्या दोन्ही गोष्टी मी करतो. आणि रात्री मी चितशक्ती करतो आईबरोबर, कारण तिच्या तब्येतीसाठी मी तिला मदत करतो आहे आत्ता. आणि हां,
So how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel better in a sense that I am contributing to somebody else's well-being as well as my own. And it's brought me closer to God in general. I'm able to come to the temple more frequently because of that. So I think that's really the big thing, that connecting to my culture is really important for me. And this is like an avenue towards that.
Okay, why do you like coming to the temple?
Because there's a raccoon and I can play with my friends.
There's a raccoon here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So why do you like coming to the temple?
I could see the stars at night. The animals and explore more.
Wow, thank you. So why do you like coming to the temple?
So I can play Beach Buggy Racing 2 on my Tesla.
Okay, other than playing games in the Tesla, why else do you like coming to the temple? Does the temple make you feel happy?
Because I can have peaceness.
You can have what?
So I can be peace.
You can be at peace
From my brother.
from your brother. Okay. Thank you.
Now take this up. It's better than school. I don't have to study here.
To the temple make you feel?
It makes me feel calm in a more spiritual manner, and it really just soothes me.
Through stories of devotees, experiences of grace, and the timeless wisdom of Sri Gajanan Maharaj, we come to realize bhakti is not just about worship. It is about living in constant awareness of the divine. It is the seva we do, the kindness we show, and the faith we nurture in our hearts, even in times of uncertainty. Maharaj's presence is not bound by time or place. Whether it's Shegao, Lake Worth, or any corner of the world, where there is faith, there is His grace. On this auspicious occasion of Prakat Din, we bow to the ever compassionate Maharaj, seeking His guidance, His wisdom, and above all, His boundless love. Shri Gajanan Maharaj ki Jai.